Hi, I'm Georgia Manitas, and I have been obsessed with writing my entire life in multiple formats, but copywriting has always been especially on my alley because I love disseminating information that I might not even understand myself at the beginning of the job, but then through the work, I get to make new neural pathways for myself, and also I'm able to share them with others, which you really can't do in any other format of writing. So copywriting really is my main passion. To walk briefly through my resume, I currently have 3 writing students from lessons.com. They're all writing their first books. One is actually writing a story about a lawyer that is embroiled in this really sensitive, controversial case. So that legalese is already swimming through my head. Another project that I'm helping a friend write is for, it's a beauty course, fashion, fitness, mindset, health, and to be able to use my writing to be a part of a movement that empowers women is really means a lot to me. I also do have right now a feature script in development called Inside the Butterfly Net in Naples, Florida. And it'll actually be the second script that I've written to be filmed in Naples, Florida. The first one was called Still Green. It came out in 2009, and it came out theatrically and on TVs and internet all over the world. And last year, I did have a movie also come out that I wrote called Half New Year. It was picked up by Comedy Dynamics, and they released it on Prime and then all on-demand VOD, cable, and internet platforms nationally and internationally. And it did pretty well at festivals. It was a comedy. It won a Best Comedy, it won a Best Feature, it won a Best Ensemble, and it won an Audience Choice for Best Feature. So that film went really well. In terms of day job as a copywriter, my most recent pre-coronavirus was I worked as the USA, they called me the USA voice for all customer correspondence with the company, as well as all public-facing correspondence. So that would include our BBB site, our Yelp responses, and our Google business. It all had to filter through this one voice, and that was mine. So that was my most recent job. And I do still copyright for a project that's really close to my heart, which is the Valley International Film Festival. And that copywriting includes web, social media, commercials, video, proposals, grant sponsorships, and film reviews. I evaluate about 100 features a year, evaluating for their distribution potential. So that's me. That's quickly my resume. In terms of personal development, it's a big fat yes. I love hacking into my own brain and re-scrambling things around, making new neurological connections, and then coming out with a different outlook on life. And I've done that I love my podcasts. I love my Brene Brown. I love my Louise Hay. When it comes to psychological reading, I love my Purifoy, and I love my Jack Saffield. I also do have a life coach currently. I used to have a career coach. I've just become a vegetarian. I don't know if that's going to help my life or not, but it does seem like a step toward health. I would say the number one thing for me is journaling. And I really got that through most of the Byron Katie work I've done. But I think it's really important that you continually shift the locus of control from outside of your brain, where you're just this victim in a thunderstorm that you have no control over. And that's not an empowered place to be. But if you can continually recontextualize your thoughts and examine them in a way that brings that locus of control back into your brain, then it almost doesn't matter what's happening outside of you, because ultimately it's going to go into your brain and it's going to go through its filters and it's going to come out in a way that is palatable and empowering. That's I plan to do self-work for I look forward to doing more self-work, and the fact that this was a question on this interview made me really happy. 5 years from now, basically, honestly, one of the reasons I applied for this job, and I'm not just saying this because I want to get the job, but I do want to find a company where in the next 5 years, I'm still there. It is my day job, and I'm a copywriter, and I thought with the legal profession, there would be so many opportunities for speeches and research and articles and even books and how-tos, and it just seems like the ability to become an expert in this field and therefore continue to grow as a writer in it, just it seems like something I could do for the next 5 years, and just to have a stable copywriting job is absolutely a dream of mine. I do also expect to see Inside the Butterfly Net come out within the next 5 years. I want to be eating popcorn and watching my film on Netflix. Although by 50, I decided that I'm going to switch to novel writing so that I can just write, throw it up on Amazon Kindle, and be done with it. And my passions, to sum it up, are, well, obviously writing. But then I love running, music, nature, swimming, movies, obviously. Florida. Florida. I love Florida. And besides that, I would say most important is my connections with my family and friends. That's what is number one to me as I go through this life. So that's me. Again, my name's Georgia. I'm going to take the writing tests next, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.